Let's try some light hypnosis. In a moment, you're going to do this and your fingers are going to come together and it'll feel like it's happening on its own. And then your fingers are going to stick together and momentarily you will not be able to pull them apart. So this is all about focusing on an idea. I'm going to ask you to imagine some things, do your best to imagine them. I'm going to ask you to find some feelings, do your best to find or create those feelings. Obviously, only try this in a place, in a situation where it's safe to focus on your hands. Now, as soon as the video ends, whether you get to the end or it just ends before we're finished here, everything will go back to normal. This is just your imagination. So, clasp your hands like this, put your pointer fingers out like this, about that far apart, and stare at the gap between your fingers and imagine that there are magnets on your fingertips, powerful attracting magnets, and they're going to pull those fingers closer and closer together. Soon they're going to touch if they haven't already. That's right, keep focusing. Feel those magnets like you're a child playing with magnets for the first time, and they're pulling closer and closer together until soon they actually touch if they haven't already. Soon they touch, and then they start to squeeze together, tighter and tighter and tighter. Now they're squeezing together, those fingertips, and they're going to start to stick together. They're going to start to lock. That's right, as if they're glued. Imagine that there's glue in between those fingers, and that glue is going to start to dry and harden and lock those fingers together. So I'll simply count from 3 down to 1. Every number I count, those fingers will stick tighter and tighter and tighter. And by the time I get down to the number 1, you're going to try to pull those fingers apart and find you cannot. The harder you try to pull them apart, the more they just stick down. So ready? 3, locking, sticking, tighter and tighter. You were concentrating perfectly. 2, tighter and tighter. That glue has completely locked those fingers together. And 1, completely stuck now. You're going to try to pull them apart, but the more you try, the more they just stick. That's right, really try to pull them apart, but the more you try, the harder they stick down until I clap my hands now, they unstick. There we go. How was that? Did your fingers come together? Did your fingertips stick? Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Let me know. If nothing happened, that's fine. Just because you didn't respond to this does not mean you won't respond to hypnosis. Now, a pre-recorded video like this is not exactly the best medium for this sort of thing. Anyway, thanks for trying and thanks for watching.